You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood. Down our main street.
Is she good?
No, she's not.
She's dead. That's why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
What is my problem?
You were
You
the
were
last
the
one
last
with
one
her.
seen with her. So right now, it's facing you right now, son.
This boy in the police station is Aiden Fuji. He's being questioned by his parents in relation to the murder of a 13-year-old classmate named Tristan Bailey. In the town of St. John's, Florida, Tristan Bailey was just a young girl and talented cheerleader who loved going to school. Aiden Fuji, however, was a totally different kind of character altogether. His friends described him as an oddball, and his teachers were concerned by his behavior.
Was out of school suspension. It was a time where he got in school suspension with one of his friends, and when they were in the in school suspension room, they were rude and disrespectful to the coworker that was in there, and so therefore I suspended both of them.
Okay.
Their behavior for that.
You kind of oversaw, or are you the one making the decision for ISS in school suspension?
Yes.
Okay. And he had several of those while he was at Patriot Oaks, correct?
No, he only had two.
He had two. Okay. Two of those and then one OSS, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
During his school years, Aiden would regularly get into fights with other children from school and end up in suspension. Other students described him as very aggressive, and there was something very strange about him. Those who knew him claimed that Aiden frequently expressed his burning desire to experience what it would be like to murder another person. He claimed that slitting someone's throat with his knife would be satisfying, and that he has talked about killing and fighting people. Other students also witnessed him practicing stabbing motions with his knife. A frequent topic of conversation for Aiden was how he would kill his fictitious victims. He recommended luring them into a wooded location at night, stabbing them, and then fleeing while denying any involvement. The day before Mother's Day, May 8th, 2021, Aiden spent the day skateboarding around the neighborhood with his girlfriend and their buddy Trey. Tristan was having dinner with her family across town when she got home at around midnight. Her sisters saw her on a video call with a boy wearing a baseball cap who persuaded her to visit Trey's house and hang out. Tristan and Aiden departed Trey's home after spending an hour together. They were seen on neighborhood security cameras between 1:24 and 1:45 a.m., heading toward a cul-de-sac at the end of the street. Tristan had been seen alive for the last time at that point. Tristan was killed by Aiden's 114 stabbings, giving her no chance at all. Aiden ran barefoot home while carrying his shoes. Aiden began hiding the evidence in his room, feeling as though he had gotten away with murder. Tristan's family horrifyingly learned that their sister and daughter were gone the next morning. After trying every possible course of action, they contacted the police. The last person to see her alive was Aiden. Aiden's confession to the police did not inspire faith. His estimated travel time didn't match up. It should have taken him no more than 30 minutes to walk home. He alleged that Tristan had been spending time with a drug dealer in his 20s. Afterwards, officials got an email with an attachment that was a Snapchat screenshot taken in the rear of the patrol car, which supported an allegation that nobody else had refuted. Hey folks, has anybody seen Tristan lately? Read the wording banner that Aiden added to a selfie of a peace sign. Aiden was the only person who knew what had transpired, as his peers pointed out in his response. He explicitly implied that his victim was still alive and orchestrating the entire saga. Thus, his sociopath smugness didn't stop with just one post.
We're having fun in a f***ing cop car.
Yep. Tristan.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
Tristan, if you f***ing walk out the damn...
When you see this in a month.
Tristan's bloodied corpse was found in the woods by a runner before authorities could get a hold of Aiden's cell phone. Within 1 hour, officers issued a search warrant for Aiden and arrested him, leaving his parents in a room with him. It's clear how much danger Aiden's in at the moment, but what is unsettling is his icy refusal to even acknowledge it. Aiden doesn't understand why he should care when told that his friend is dead.
You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood. Down our main street.
Is she good?
No, she's not.
She's dead. why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
What is my problem?
Aiden's parents try to get him to recognize how serious the situation is at one point in the interaction, but he doesn't seem to get it. Despite his restless hand gestures, Aiden insists he's not afraid when they ask whether he is.
Unless you know any other thing I don't know. Did y'all have sex?
When Aiden's parents keep asking him to explain his side of the tale, he's completely indifferent, giving evasive responses in a bored mumble, and constantly avoiding eye contact. Aiden acknowledges that he kissed Tristan and did other things with her, confirming that his DNA is on her. But despite all of this, he doesn't seem to realize how devastating that evidence may be.
What were you doing outside late at night?
I was at Trey's house, with him.
Did you kiss or do anything with this girl?
Be honest as you can to them.
Two.
Yes.
Yeah, I kissed her.
Anything further? So your DNA's gonna be on her?
Later, Aiden is once more asked whether there's anything he's keeping from his parents. Despite his insistence that there isn't, he uses the occasion to accuse Tristan of being the aggressor by insinuating that she became combative with Aiden and caused him to push her. Knowing that assertion is false, it is frightening to witness his lack of feeling or even anxiety.
Unless you know any other thing I don't know. Did y'all have sex?
Did she really grab you and you just really pushed her, or was that?
No, she did.
Okay.
You don't know what happened to her after you pushed her?
Did she say ow or get mad?
She said, Aiden. She was like, Aiden. I think I pushed her, but I told her to have fun.
Do you know what direction she walked in?
Probably the other way, because she wasn't next to me anymore.
You didn't look back or anything?
Aiden provided his parents a slight variation of what he told the police when they finally pressed him for his side of the story, stating that Tristan had no plans to return home that evening. He claims that she was seeking a companion for the journey home and chose to take a ride with her dealer, but his body language is anything but believable as he again mumbles the information out in a very indifferent manner.
Do you know if this girl got picked up?
I told him about her dealer.
You think she got picked up by him?
Probably. She said she wasn't coming. She said she's gonna find somebody to stay
After
at
you
her
left her
house.
there walking? Like, you think she got picked up after that? She just kept walking?
Probably. I don't know.
Do you know if she turned the other direction or she was just still walking behind you?
She pushed her down and then you walked away. We shouldn't be talking.
I was just asking what he told the cops.
I understand.
I was just asking what he told them.
The police conducted a home raid after Aiden's parents advised their son to remain silent until his lawyer came. When they entered Aiden's room, they found an alarming amount of evidence. They discovered an allegedly empty knife sheath in his drawer, a poker crammed next to his dresser, and a pair of bloody wet Nike sneakers that matched the attire Aiden was wearing in the surveillance footage. Authorities discovered a bloody t-shirt and a pair of damn blue jeans that matched the clothes Aiden was wearing that day, stashed below the dresser. But if that weren't enough, investigators also discovered blood and dirt traces in the bathroom sink train and a strange notebook among his possessions, including drawings with a violent and satanic theme. Aiden was undoubtedly apprehended by the police shortly after on a second-degree murder charge. Tristan's injuries were so severe that the sentence was increased to first degree. Then, without warning, Crystal, Aiden's mother, was taken into custody on a warrant. When the police arrived at the home, they discovered a pair of wet jeans in Fuji's bedroom. As we reported earlier, this summer blood was found in the drain of the bathroom and on Smith's son's bloody jeans. Crystal was captured on camera washing Aiden's bloody blue clothes in the sink courtesy of a surveillance camera inside the home. Authorities promptly filed charges against her for tampering with critical case evidence and encouraging her son to fabricate his clothing choice on the night of the murder. she's entered a not guilty plea to those 2 charges. Aiden was escorted into a room at the Dual County Jail in September 2021 to watch the proceedings of his pre-trial hearing. However, everyone noticed that his behavior was unpredictable, though not exceedingly alarming.
Why am I here? I just want to talk to my mom and dad. What's going on? What's going on?
Aiden appears dazed and confused from the minutes he walks into the room, but things take a strange turn when he starts murmuring something about demons stealing his soul.
I don't want you demons. I don't want you demons take my soul. You demons want to take my soul away. I don't want you demons take my soul.
It is plausible that Aiden actually thought demons were attacking him, given that detectives discovered a journal full of satanic artwork. However, it is likely that Aiden is making a last-ditch effort to find a way out of jail. Killers and psychopaths have long relied on the insanity defense, and faking a demonic possession often succeeds, except when it doesn't. Ultimately, Aiden would stand trial for his crimes, with the judge ruling that his supposed demonic possession would not be taken into account. Unsurprisingly, that seemed to aid Aiden in overcoming the supposed prior demonic attacks he was experiencing. Aiden hardly reacted to the graphic details of his misdeeds, reverting to the old dispassionate personality his classmates had warned him about. However, that doesn't mean Aiden's performance was flawless or polished. At one point, Aiden was seen on camera laughing at something his attorney wrote on a piece of paper. Throughout the trial, Aiden was seen to be following the instructions given to him by his attorney, barely saying a word except when he specifically had to, denying any remorse he had expressed to Tristan's family. Happiness, however, was short-lived, since when Aiden's grandma spoke her emotional testimony, it seemed to have the greatest impact on him. She broke down in tears as she admitted that the youngster in front of her was not the grandson she had raised. The remarks had a real effect on Aiden. Aiden was only ever shown to have real, unfeigned emotion in this one incident throughout the entire trial, and like a true psychopath, it was only because it touched him. Throughout the trial, Tristan's family's suffering went unnoticed by him, but watch how he reacts when his grandma worries she won't see him again. Aiden might have finally understood the magnitude of the repercussions of his actions at this very moment, but it seemed to pass fast. In the end, the judge sentenced Aiden to life in prison for his crime, which lacked any justification and was committed only for the purpose of harming another person. Unsurprisingly, Aiden didn't appear to be at all surprised by this information.
Mr. Fucci, having entered a plea of guilty to the crime of first-degree murder, I adjudicate you guilty of the premeditated first-degree murder of Tristan Bailey. I sentence you to life in prison. Because of your age, you are eligible for review of the sentence in 25 years.
Despite his several public apologies to Tristan's family during the trial and after, Aiden doesn't appear to understand what the sentence means to him, which suggests that it probably means nothing to him, because he always said he wanted to experience what it would be like to kill, and he did.